Welcome to AT 24/7. I'm Aaron Dean. A temporary truce between Israel and Hamas is extended once again. Officials from both sides issued statements saying that the pause in military action will continue for a seventh day. The Advocate Channel's John Lawrence reports.
It almost came down to the last minute, but a deal to extend the Israel-Hammas truce for one more day is finally agreed upon, according to statements from both sides.
We won't play games here. We're not going to play games with the lives of our people. Hamas knows what the parameters of the deal are.
This marks the second time the pause in military action has been lengthened since the original four-day truce that started Friday.
This is a humanitarian pause in our fight against Hamas. Israel is determined to destroy Hamas's military machine and to end its rule over Gaza.
Since the pause began, dozens of Israelis were freed by Hamas and 210 Palestinians were released from Israeli jails, according to officials. Some much-needed aid has also been brought into the Gaza region, as the Hamas-led Ministry of Health says the healthcare system in northern Gaza has lost more than 60% of its capacity over all of its hospitals.
The level of aid to Palestinians in Gaza remains completely inadequate to meet the huge needs of more than 2 million people.
As for what lies ahead,
the Israeli position is crystal clear on this. If Hamas continues to release hostages, 10 a day, we will extend the pause.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
A day after a vote to expel him from Congress, embattled GOP Representative George Santos remains defiant, despite a damning House Ethics Committee investigation and indications the vote Friday to expel him may succeed. Santos refuses to resign. And on Capitol Hill Thursday morning, the representative from Long Island calls those wanting him out bullies.
If I leave, they win. If I leave, the bullies take place. This is bullying. The chair of the committee putting out a motion to expel, just introducing it and not calling it privilege, was designed to force me to resign. The reality of it is it's all theater. It's theater for the cameras, it's theater for the microphones, it's theater for the American people, at the expense of the American people, because no real work's getting done.
House Republicans are pushing to formalize an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. That's according to multiple senior GOP sources. Up until this point, House Republicans have not had the votes to legitimize their inquiry, but they now want to strengthen their subpoenas and compel testimony after the White House told Congress the inquiry lacks constitutional legitimacy without a formal vote. It also comes after Hunter Biden said that he was willing to testify publicly instead of a private disposition. Friday, Republicans are holding a key conference meeting to try and convince holdouts in their own party to get on board. And there's bad news for the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar index is on track for a 3.7% loss this month. That would make it the worst monthly performance in a year. The index measures the American dollar against a basket of 6 major currencies. As recently as early October, the U.S. dollar index was surging more than 7%. That is during the time of expectations that the Federal Reserve would keep interest rates high. That boosts the value of a currency by attracting more capital from abroad into the country. But now investors believe that the Feds will soon turn to cutting rates amid signs of a weakening U.S. economy. Thanks so much for joining us for AT 24/7. For more, go to theadvocatechannel.com and subscribe on the Advocate Channel YouTube page. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Aaron Dean.